And welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Trying out a little bit new lighting system, and you can see now I actually have blue eyes here for a change, rather than just the dark coloring. So I got a little more color in my face. So we'll see how that goes. But and this is the last day before my haircut, so we'll see how this goes. It's still getting a little long, but Wednesday, you might ride along for a post haircut video. So we'll see how that goes. So the reason I'm dropping by here tonight and recording this, and I think it's Monday evening because it's been a crazy day on the markets yet again. Bitcoin hit an all-time low for the 2022, not entirely for the year, but just not an all-time low. It's just the low of 2022 was achieved, unfortunately, today, at roughly a $31,000 price, maybe a little bit lower depending on what market you were looking at. And the question is why? Why is what's going on in the economy affecting crypto this way? Everything seems to be screaming crypto should be going up. Interest rates are going up. Inflation is up. Inflation numbers are going to be coming out Wednesday morning. I expect them to be approaching 9%, maybe even higher. That's the CPI, or Consumer Pricing Index. I expect that to be high. And all these things should be saying, like with all the money printing and everything else, everything screams that crypto should be going up, but it's not. Now, why is it? And it really comes down to one word and one word only: liquidity. And what that means is that crypto is a small fish in the giant economic pond of the financial universe on the planet. So we've got all these different stock markets, all these different derivatives, all these different markets for real estate, for commodities, and probably one of the smallest ones out there is cryptocurrency. Crypto right now, Bitcoin at $30,000 per Bitcoin, roughly speaking, roughly 20 million of them. That makes Bitcoin about $600 billion. All of crypto is maybe 1.4, 1.5 trillion, and we're heading in the wrong direction. So for comparison speaking, just a comparison, gold is roughly $10 trillion. That's the market of gold. So Bitcoin isn't even a tenth of that. And when it was 50,000, it was exactly a tenth. That's where Bitcoin needs to be at $50,000 per Bitcoin for 20 million Bitcoin to get to a $1 trillion market cap. It's just the price times the number of coins. For gold, the number of ounces times the price per ounce, that's how you get this market cap, so you get an idea of how big that market can be. So again, why is crypto not going up? Well, the liquidity is very low. With, like, again, the relatively sized Bitcoin compared to gold, I mean, gold is 10 times larger than Bitcoin, probably about 7 times larger than all of crypto. So it's probably one of the easiest to manipulate, for better or worse. So what that means is that money must flow somewhere, and money will go where it's going to be treated best. So right now, money's not being treated well in the bond sector. It's not being treated well in the lending market, and so it's going to go. It's the money's been going up and up in the stock market, but that's starting to come down. So as the money leaves the stock market and leaves the bond market, it has to go somewhere. And enter precious metals, enter real estate, and then will come cryptocurrency. So you're looking to find which safe haven is where people are going to run to. So gold and silver should be going up soon, but there's a lot of derivatives there too. So JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon manipulate silver like there's no tomorrow, have done that for years. That's why silver basically doesn't move. Gold floats around $1,900 to $2,000 an ounce. It's up over where it used to be, but it's still not nearly where it probably should be. So the real market, like the market that's being addressed the most right now, the most volatile, but the one that can accept the most money, especially in the United States, is real estate. And the reason that is because there's little supply, but there's lots of demand. There's demand from people that want to buy their own house, just your average Joe and Jane home buyer out there in the market. And they're trying to get them, they're competing against the big boys out there, the people that want to buy everything and own it so you don't. So that's talking about BlackRock, it's talking about Vanguard, it's talking about anybody else that's out there that's saying they're sitting on a pile of cash that they got from somewhere, probably the banking system, wherever they got it, or it might be stock proceeds, whatever they have. They have coffers, they have money, currency, they have US dollars that need to go somewhere. Now, I know what they're thinking, and that is that if they make an all-cash offer, they're going to be launched to the front of the line. Now, if they say there's a house that's $250,000 in the market, and it's a smaller market, it's a market it could be a hot market, it could be a cold market, but they know the prices of that market. They can offer $275 all cash, which sounds ludicrous for most people. Like you're paying 10% over what they're asking. But if you think about it economically, that 10% extra is going to be nothing 3 to 6 months from now, because that $250,000 of buying power will be about $200,000 of buying power in about that time frame. So that $275 that they're paying now is really like $2.25 in today's dollars. So I know that math is hard to follow, but let's just think like if you're paying 110% for an asset that's going up in value each month, month over month, if you buy it for 110% with a currency that's losing 2 to 3% a month, in 3 months that 10% will be wiped out. So you get 110, 107, 104, 100%. So if you buy a house now, let's just say you close in June 1st for $275, that same house will be worth maybe $300 in September at these current market conditions as they progress. Plus you've gotten rid of the cash, which is losing value and losing buying power. So that's what's happening to real estate. So that's the hot market now. When that market gets exhausted and when those mortgage rates really start to go up above 5 and 6%, maybe even higher, maybe then it'll start being impactful. But right now, the fact that the mortgage rates are going up means nothing to a cash buyer. Just you're limiting the competition. That's actually a benefit to them. So now you've got a real estate market. Now when real estate and stocks cool off, then crypto will probably take off. And then when people will start to say, okay, inflation's insane, I can't get anything, their supply chain is all broken, I can't buy what I want or need, prices will be going up at the grocery store and the gas station even further and faster than they are now, that's when we're going to see the crypto go off. Because crypto does not need to take off right now, because think about it from a wealth manager or there's a fund manager. Okay, they can put money in stocks, bonds, equities, real estate, or crypto, all or any of the above. Well, if crypto is going to be manipulated on the downtrend and it's going to be soft for a little while, why would you put your money there when you can put it into a market like real estate that you know is heading in the right direction, that you know that you're going to make a return on your investment? You may not make it in the stock market, and you could just hedge your bets, take some money out of the stock market and put it in real estate. But when those two markets are exhausted and they're just about to turn over and then just like, okay, the game's over, like what the bond market is doing now, and with treasuries and forget CDs, but treasuries and the bonds, they're just pretty much, they're like 0% if you're lucky at this point. So that's pretty much exhausted. Next comes the mortgage era, but they found an end run around mortgages by going all cash. So that's what these cash buyers are doing to that market. So when that gets exhausted and the real estate starts to dry up, and that's probably the best thing for crypto right now, is then when real estate starts to head south, that's when crypto should take off. So I know we're still waiting on news tomorrow. We're supposed to have some kind of speech today from the guy allegedly in D.C. about how they're going to control inflation, which isn't going to work at all. But they're going to try and posture that and position that, because Wednesday morning, I think it's 8:30 Eastern is when they announce those numbers. I expect CPI to be about 9%, give or take a fraction. But I don't care if it's 10, I don't care if it's 8. I know it's high. And it's the market conditions aren't going to change that much. And yes, there will be a small reaction right now in the crypto market, and there'll be a reaction in the stock market, and there'll be a reaction in all the markets will react to like the latest and greatest news of the CPI, whether it's 8.5, 7.5, or 9.5. If it's 9.5, stocks will probably go down, crypto will probably go up. If it's 7.5, probably the opposite. 8.5, maybe not much will happen. But in the long run of things, it doesn't really matter much. So again, zoom out, look at the rainbow chart for Bitcoin. See that it's basically on sale right now. And if your time horizon is 3 to 5 years, it's a good opportunity if you want to hop into crypto. Not financial advice, but these are the kind of things that we talk about on my AMA. And I'm going to mention now, my AMA is going to be tomorrow night, Wednesday night. I think it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern. And it'll be live here on YouTube for free. I think Divvy Daddy will probably stop by. Patrick and I will have a little chat for about an hour. Happy to have you jump on, ask any questions you like. And that's just a sample. This is my free once a month on YouTube, the AMA. That's what I do. Ask me anything. So I'll do that this week. Next week will be CryptoConfidential again. And the week after that will probably be Patreon. And that's just how we do 2 for CryptoConfidential, 1 for Patreon, and 1 free for YouTube. So you get the free YouTube one this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So I hope to see you then. So I would love to hear your thoughts about the inflation, the CPI, real estate, any of these markets. When is crypto going to go up? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So Please leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe. I like good stuff. If you want to know more about crypto, CryptoConfidential.news is a great site. That's my reference link for Crypto Confidential. It gives you an idea of what we do over there. In addition to our 2 AMAs and our newsletter once a month, we also have our forums and our private Telegram for more questions. And you can always ask members or the staff anything over there. Again, we have Patrick and myself. We have Omar for international stuff. We have Lauren, we have Russ, we have Michelle for any lawyer or structure questions for crypto. It's lots of good information available for you guys for just over $100 a month. And if you become an affiliate, once you join Crypto Confidential and you see how good of the content really is, you can become an affiliate. And with 2 referrals, you pay for your annual subscription. So it's a pretty good deal, I think. So there's that. There's lots of stuff in my in the description box that I've got lots of reference links. And of course, you can always go to LitecoinLeader.com for a bunch of free resources and to book an appointment with me if you need to talk to me on a one-on-one for a unique situation. More than happy to help you out however I can. So, lots said today. Looking forward to reading your comments later. Looking forward to seeing you on the AMA tomorrow at 8. But for now, I'm going to close the drawer on the bureau, say follow leader one more time, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.